Sunny Southern California is a hotbed for high school sports. Whether it's on the court, the gridiron, the diamond, or somewhere else, several blue-chip athletes come from the Los Angeles area every year. In the 2015 class, the nation's top quarterback and maybe top overall player can be found at St. John Bosco in Bellflower, California. Meet Josh Rosen, a 6'4" signal caller whose arm got him noticed early on. Very early on.
He was always throwing things. Even in the crib, you'd approach the crib and you'd find a bottle flying at you or some toy, and you'd often have to duck.
The throwing thing was funny, but really he got into so many other sports because of that. But we really didn't have much to do with him getting into football because it was a classmate of his whose parents talked me into letting him play. And at the time he was very deep into competitive tennis and thought that was the bomb, and that's all he wanted to do the rest of his life and become professional.
Tennis skills run in the Rosen family, as Josh's older sister Beatrice is an All-American at Emory University. And Josh showed a lot of promise in the sport as a youngster. But once Josh started playing Pop Warner football, tennis quickly faded to the back of his mind.
He qualified for a national tournament when he was about 10, and we knew when he told me that he did not want to go to the nationals because he would miss a Pop Warner football game that season. We knew that something was shifting and something was changing, that he really was just loving it more and more. And then 2 years later, he just walked away from tennis without looking back.
Josh was especially intrigued by how football players can win not only with raw strength and speed, but also with complicated strategy.
I just love the fact that it's a chess match throughout the entirety of a game, but at the same time, you can just send someone deep, and it's so calculated, but at the same time, you can just physically impose your will on another team that may be inferior just outright.
While he has all the physical gifts you'd want in a prospect, Josh says his mental approach sets him apart.
I describe myself as a player who can check the box in every physical department, but there's always my X factor of being able to beat someone with my mind and get into the right play and not maybe need to use that 60-yard arm I pride myself on, and get someone open by 5-10 yards, so it's just an easy pitch and catch.
We could throw anything we want at him in terms of an offensive scheme, block protections, putting us in the right play, in the right formations, understanding the entire scope of the offense. He's special. He's very special in that regards because of his intellect and the ability that he has to learn the game plan and prepare.
Josh's intellect obviously helps in the classroom as well, where he's an honor roll student. His parents say his good grades aren't as much about his work ethic as they are about his ability to process things and work efficiently.
His sisters are more just, really hard, thorough, solid workers, and have achieved a lot of success in that way. And he just does it a little differently, and I'm hugely proud of him for figuring that out.
He likes to analyze things, to figure them out, and to do it fairly quickly. I think that's probably one of the things that's very helpful in football, is his ability to concentrate and focus and analyze things very quickly.
All of Josh's potential came through for Bosco in the 2013 playoffs. He led the Braves to their first ever state championship, and it was capped off with an impressive victory over perennial powerhouse De La Salle.
I loved being that one team that finally did it. It's different going to, say, a Mater Dei or a Servite that's won it so many times, but to be that one team that pushed them over the heap is awesome, and to be on the stage that was set for us is pretty special.
Josh had an up and down junior season in terms of, on the field. He started out super strong, and then he had an injury that kind of hampered him a little bit. But once he got into league and started hitting his stride, he played really, really well. But then once we got into the playoffs is where he really took off.
Josh was proud to join a rising program and take it to the top. And he was looking for something similar in college. He wanted a strong program with the potential to break through and win championships. He found the perfect fit in UCLA.
To feel the support that we got as a high school football team from the community, just people writing letters to our head coach and sending emails and phone calls because they're so excited for a program to finally do that it'd be cool to feel that again at UCLA on a much larger scale.
He kind of has an underdog personality. He really, the things that he sort of goes for and is attracted to and what motivates him, what makes him competitive, he sort of finds a very sort of humble situation and really wants to turn it around or make something of it, and I think that's pretty cool.
If Josh is able to win games at UCLA the way he has at Bosco, he may get a chance to help an NFL franchise build into a championship team as well.
He definitely has the talent. He definitely has a work ethic. He definitely has the mental capacity to be able to do it. So as long as he can stay injury-free and continue to do the things that he's been doing to put him in the position that he's in now, I certainly think he can continue this all the way through the professional ranks.